Hi, folks. Welcome to the next episode of our Aliens and Asteroids Fell Duinn campaign that we're running on Mars with a different group. Last week, we kind of introduced a few of the characters and maybe got them a little started on the first level. They gathered their equipment, they met one another, and they got to the doors of the dome where all the action is happening. And then we stopped. Well, this time we have a new member of the team. So Matt joined with his character, and we picked up where he kind of dodged in at the last minute, and then we had a little bit of combat and some adventure, and we left in another cliffhanger. So it was a good night. We had a good time. Everybody had fun. A little bit of combat, a little bit of role playing, and the mystery is deepening, or is it? But anyway, I think we had a good time, and hopefully they did too. So that was this episode. Next week we'll pick up after the cliffhanger, obviously, and go from there. So we have a great group. I think you should enjoy listening to some of their antics, and nobody died. So yeah, we'll go for that's a positive. So if you're interested in any additional information about Moebius Adventures or Aliens and Asteroids or any of the other game products that we're working on, please check us out at moebiusadventures.com. That's Moebius adventures.com. And there you'll find links to our social media and Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, YouTube, all that good stuff. And reach out if you've got questions. We have quite a number of great products for Aliens and Asteroids, and there's more coming. So it's a well-supported system, and we have a lot really planned for it going forward, including this big Mars campaign, which should be fun. So please, if you ask for it at your local game store once we are all out of pandemic, or check for us on Amazon or drive-through-rpg.com. We're available in a few spots. We'd love it if you picked up a copy and let us know what you think. So if you got questions, give us a holler on social media or at the anchor.fm site, and we'll try to answer your questions in the next episode. So without further ado, let's get into the adventure. Thanks for listening, and this is Moebius Adventures, The Loop. Welcome to the next episode of our lovely Aliens and Asteroids Doom scenario. And I say Doom with glee, because it's the name of this thing is called Fell Duinn, which if you say it really quickly, it's kind of like you fell doon a big hole. So last time you guys got together, you flew from your base on the moon after graduating and got some information about this lovely dome that has got some issues. And you landed and they drove you here, and then you basically found this other vehicle that had some cool stuff on it, and hijacked it and drove it into the dome.
I don't think it's hijacking if nobody's in the vehicle.
Okay. Borrowed?
Grand Theft Auto, maybe.
Appropriated.
Appropriated. That's the
there
word
we go.
I was
we do
looking
work for the same company.
Yeah, that's well, sort
of. It's a company car.
All right. So you guys are there, and you drove in, and we stopped there because I didn't have a map to show you. But Matt, you arrived late.
Okay.
And funny enough, you don't actually belong. You aren't a space marine exactly. You're a member of the Dominion Martian Authority, the DMA, and they sent you along late via an Uber to the dome. They Ubered you to the dome because you woke up late, arrived at the briefing late, and got your stuff late. So they just threw you in an Uber and said to hell with you and shoved you to the door. So you just arrived in your Uber, and you've arrived at this basic dome, which is under construction but mostly complete. There is one smaller vehicle outside. Oh, and you made it online. Life is good.
Sweet Jesus, that was harder than it should have been.
So you arrived outside, and there is one vehicle that is not a DMA vehicle. But you heard that there was a DMA team that had gone in like 3 days ago and never been heard from since. And your bosses called in the big guns. They called in the Marines and shipped them here just a few minutes ago. And that's what you're coming to join. So you arrive as the door is closing behind, watching the DMA vehicle drive up the ranch or up the ramp and into this dome. So congratulations. You now see this group of people. Would each of you like to describe each other? So can we just go through and do a roll call to see who all Mr. Corvus sees? And then we'll have Matt describe his character. Jonathan, we'll have you go first because you're
right.
top.
I'm Zero. My friends call me Zero. I'm a space marine from Mars, but not the nice parts of Mars. I like big guns, blowing things up, and I can be a bit impulsive.
Okay. Adrian, do you want to describe yourself?
Sure. Adrian Wells, combat medic, also originally from Mars, left to go see the world and somehow ended right back here at Mars for the first assignment.
That's funny. Miss Scientist, would you like to describe your character?
My character's name is Sagan Hawking. I'm also from Mars. I come from an affluent family. So being around different people is going to be a little strange, but exciting. And I wasn't really sure what I was getting into when I joined, but I'm here to help nevertheless.
Awesome. All right, Bob, you're next.
So Hicks is from Luna, and he was a star athlete. He's big in guns and melee fighting, and he's pretty low-key, laid back, but you can count on him in a fight if you need him.
Nice. Vinny?
Hey, my name is Vinny. I went to school to learn how to become a mechanic, specifically a combat mechanic. I come from the moon. I decided to join the Marines because I want to get off the moon and put my mechanic skills to good use. And this rover I brought with me, I call him Jarford just because he can go really fast.
Where do you see
And
Nice. And then we have Corvus, who just made a grand entrance, but like slipped in behind the vehicle as the garage door was going down. So, Matt, would you describe your character?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, so I'm Corvus. I look like Fidel Castro on a bad beard day. And I'm from Mars, and I was working in a robotics service industry, and I received a house call for technical assistance, and I got screwed, so now I'm here.
That's
Drew the short straw.
Yep. Good work.
You forgot me.
Oh, damn it, Dan. I'm so sorry. Mr. Nitro.
He's not sorry.
You were off on the left side. I don't know how I was looking to the right. So, all right. Go for it.
Danny Knight. People call me Nitro. I guess I'm the strong, quiet type off to the side. But love explosives and guns and basically anything that makes big noises and big damage.
Nice. All right. So, I know you'll find this hard to believe, but the dome does not look the same on the inside as on the outside because I am an awful map maker. So we're just going to hand wave. So imagine this is a dome. Imagine, if you will, because you have to. And you guys are here. So you guys have permission to move your little figures around wherever you would like. And everyone needs to roll an awareness check. So you've just popped out of this vehicle to the left. So to roll an awareness check, if you have observant, you get to do it at an advantage. If you don't have observant, You just roll one die and see if you can make it at your attribute level or less.
Brian, if you've got advantage like Holly does, is that you're rolling it twice? Is that correct?
Yeah, you roll 2 dice and take the better one.
Got it.
And then disadvantage works the opposite direction. So you have to take the worst roll when you roll at disadvantage. And in this game, a 1 is good and a 20 is bad. That's why we call it inverse 20.
Nice. 0 passed.
0 passed?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah,
They
not
need
only
it
do
up.
I not see anything fits, I'm not even sure where I am.
You're
I'm
not
right
even
there
sure
with
where
you.
you are? Okay, good to know.
I'm completely lost
So
with you.
I assume a 19 is bad.
A 19 is not as bad as a 20. So congratulations.
So Hawking and Hicks both passed their awareness.
All right. So those of you who are aware see some things. And I need you to roll. All right. So Miss Scientist, will you do me a favor?
Mm-hmm.
Roll a die 20 and let me know what you get.
3.
A 3. Okay. Let's see. All right, so you see 3 of these fun things, and I have to grab the other guy. This guy. And combat starts pretty much as soon as you guys get out of the vehicle. So I'm going to go in order from top to bottom in the player list as they are alphabetical. You're actually not alphabetical. I'm not sure what the hell order that is. So, Joshua, you are first. What is your character doing?
So I failed my observant roll. What do I see? I get out of the vehicle. What do I see?
You see your 6 companions. And you have your back to anything that you might have seen otherwise.
Okay. Well, I guess.
So let me do this for you. You hear a screaming behind you. It's an odd scream, and you need to roll a morale check.
Hmm.
Well, that doesn't sound good. No advantage.
No advantage.
I roll an 8.
Okay, so you're shaken, but you're not stirred. Wait, no, that's something different. You are disturbed, but you turn around, so that's going to count as your move action, and you see what appears to be 15 little, like, squeaky dog toys. That's about the best description that you can come up with, that have a bunch of holes in them, and they seem to be letting loose this really high-pitched, disturbing scream every time they move around. You also see a soldier shakily pointing a pistol at you. So you have one more action. Each of you has 2 actions.
I'd like to go ahead and yell to make my companions aware, and I'm assuming that my firearm hasn't been drawn yet, so I'd like to draw that.
Okay. So you draw your armor. You draw your pistol.
Pistol. Yeah.
Yeah. And you're done. So Nat 1, is that
That's me.
okay? What is 0 doing? So 0 was also not aware, was he?
No, I was.
Okay.
So what does aware make me? That I see these guys?
That you see these guys.
Okay. What?
And the only one that has a weapon trained on you is the shaky soldier over in the corner.
Cool. I'm gonna draw my minigun and start filling these little dudes with more holes.
Do you want to move up
Probably.
before you do that, so that you don't happen to mow down the
Yeah, let's do that.
multiple party members that are in front of you?
Let's do that.
Move yourself to where you can move 2 squares in any direction you want to go.
Okay, so I was here.
You're at the bottom, yeah.
Yeah,
So,
it's not great. I guess I'll aim at 2 and hope that I don't hit
okay.
Corvus in front of me.
All right.
I'm firing diagonal. It should be fine.
Yeah, it should be fine. So roll your attack. You have heavy weapons, right?
I do.
So
do I
you're
get
at
advantage?
an advantage against accuracy.
Cool. I got exactly my accuracy on the first, and I succeeded on the second.
Okay, so the best roll is the crit, so that's a good thing. So go ahead and roll damage. Are you doing I forget with that weapon. Is it a long burst?
No, I have options. I'm going to do a long burst, 5d6.
Okay.
Uh, 13 total.
Okay. And you were aiming at 2?
At number 2, Screaming Mini number 2.
Screaming Mimi number 2. Okay. Let's say that how many did you do?
13 total.
So this is really not 8. So that would be 40 and 40. So
He's doing way too much math.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
27. All right. So a few of them died.
Outstanding.
Yeah. All right. So you're done. I think that's Mitch. Are you Squeer?
Yep, that's me.
Okay. What are you going to do?
Okay, so I'm currently unaware. Does that
Alright.
mean anything for me?
So you would probably have heard the scream and would have to turn and move before you could actually do anything against the creatures that you have in front of you.
Okay. And the so-called vapor-infected captain is the only thing that's pointing a gun at me or being remotely hostile.
Other than making some horrible noises, yes.
Okay. I would like. See, how many squares can I move in one turn, or on one action?
In one action, you can move 2 squares, but you can double move if you want to use your full turn and move 4.
Okay.
If you have sprinting, you can move further than that, but I don't think any of you have sprinting.
Okay. I will move the full 4 squares.
Okay. Where are you going?
Just right there. And
Gotcha.
since
Okay.
I'm out of movement and out of sight line, I'll end my turn there.
Okay. Beautiful.
Can Corvus actually say looks like people are hiding behind him?
Corvus can definitely say that. I always say that snappy patter takes no time, so you can say whatever you would like. All right. Nitro, what are you doing? Were you aware?
I was aware. Yes, I was aware.
Beautiful.
Yes. So I see Screaming Mimi 3. I'm going to draw my pulse rifle.
Okay. And you have 3 options with that. You can shoot a single shot, which is a die 6. You can do a burst at a disadvantage, which is 3d6, or you can do the full clip, which is 6 die 6, but you have to let your weapon calm down after that.
Okay. And that's a
Accuracy.
Distance of 3.
Yeah, I would. You're well within range.
Okay. And I have an accuracy advantage.
Right.
So
if you shoot a single, you're at advantage. If you shoot a burst, you're at no advantage, which means just 1 die.
Uh-huh.
And if you shoot full burst, you don't have to roll any dice at all. It's basically the spray and pray method.
I'll shoot a burst.
Okay. So 1 die, and you try to make it your accuracy or less.
Okay. And that's a D20 I roll?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, it was my accuracy.
Yep.
So I shoot the burst. and now what do I roll after that? So
what did you roll? What did you get?
I rolled a 10, which is my accuracy.
Oh, you rolled directly on your accuracy?
Yeah.
Okay, so you get a critical success, which means you do max damage. So really, Jonathan should have done max damage as well. So I'll fix that in a second. So you're hitting 3, and you do 3d8. So it takes 18 points of damage. That's fantastic. Believe it or not, it's going to feel that.
Hey, Fitz, how do you tell how far these things shoot?
All of your weapons are within medium range, so you're not really suffering any distance advantage or distance disadvantage. So you did 18, so you shredded that guy. And so Jonathan, you did 13 damage. You rolled how many dice?
5d6.
So that would be 30, correct? Yeah. Because you did a critical success because you rolled a 1.
Yeah.
So a
12, which was my accuracy.
Yeah. Success. So that would actually have been a 40 minus 30, which is 10. All right. Beautiful. All right. Congratulations. You guys are slaughtering these small, squeaky critters. Matt, what would you like to do?
Well, since I'm supremely unaware of everything, I'd like to turn around all the screaming.
Okay. You now see what they're screaming. What is screaming?
Well, technically, I see people hiding in front of me, and I turn around to see what they're hiding from and shooting at, I guess.
That's true. Yeah. You see a few things. There's like each of those screaming Mimi groups is like 5 little squeaky toy footballs with holes in it.
So who just took the major damage?
2 and 3 took damage.
I'd like to shoot number 2 with my shotgun.
Okay. I'm going to say you have a nice clean shot. So go ahead and roll your accuracy. You are not at an advantage because you don't have guns.
Nope. I just don't want to shoot anybody else that I'm near. That's sort of my goal here. So
okay.
So I'm rolling on
die
accuracy?
20. Yep, a die 20 against accuracy, and you want to roll your attribute value or less.
Okay. I have a 14. I rolled a 4.
Okay. That would be a hit. So roll your damage, which are you shooting? Let's see.
Shotgun. 3D.
Is it 2d6? You didn't do a burst.
2d6.
Yeah, so 2d6.
Yep. All right. 8.
Okay. Believe it or not, there's still one left. As I figure out how to open the damn thing. And you guys are seeing way more than you probably should because I'm streaming this, but that's okay. I like transparency. It's okay. All right. So congratulations. You shot and splattered one. Bob and Holly, what are your what is Hicks and Sagan doing?
All right, so quick recap. So there are still, all 3 groups are still intact, right? There's still one left in 2. Is that correct?
That's correct. So the number 2 looks pretty debilitated. Number 3 has been hit, but is still standing. And the first one hasn't been hit at all. So, and the guy who was shooting who had the pistol trained on you is still, he hasn't fired yet. So.
All right. Hicks did pass his awareness roll.
Okay.
And I am going to, he's going to target 3, need 3.
Okay. You want to move first?
He's going to use his shotgun.
You want to move first?
I can't quite tell where I'm at on the map. How many, am I 5 away?
You are
5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. So you could like step up to the side of Sagan and shoot so that you're not shooting through people.
Well, what's the fun in that? I mean, yes, I will do that.
I see how it is. All right, that's good.
Duck, guys.
Duck. All right, yes, I will move to have a clear line of fire, and take. I will take aim on Mimi 3 with the shotgun.
Beautiful. All right, so roll your accuracy at an advantage because you have guns,
I do have guns.
just like Neo.
Exactly my accuracy, 13.
All right, so are you shooting a single shot or a burst or a full auto?
I don't know.
So a single shot is just 1 out of your 20, a burst is 3 out of your 20, and a full burst is 20 out of 20.
Let's go 3.
3. All right, so you just did 18 damage to this poor thing. There's only one left in that group.
Change the thing.
All right. Miss Scientist, what are you doing?
Well, what's the thing in the upper left corner? Vapor something?
Yeah, that's the guy. That's the shaky soldier who's pointing a pistol at you guys.
Oh, okay. And his name is Vapor?
Well, let's just say it's a description more than a name, and we'll get to that in a little bit.
Okay. Because I feel like I should investigate Vapor, but I'm going to use my pistol and fire it at this screaming Mimi number 3.
Beautiful. So roll 1 die 20 and try to get your accuracy or less.
Oh!
It's exactly the accuracy, 13.
Okay. Another critical success. You guys are rolling a lot of crits. That's impressive. All right. So the last of the screaming Mimis on that side dies a horrible death and squeals its last squeak. All right. And we are through the order. So it's their turn. So this guy is no longer there. These guys, this one's going to roll forward this way, and they're going to scream at you guys. So let's see. All right, so Adrian Wells and Johnny Nitro, Zero Barsoom, and Vinny Cogswell all need to roll a morale check. There's just something about this scream that just doesn't settle with you. It's sort of like Call of Cthulhu, where you're slowly going insane by the things around you. It's kind of similar.
Why do you think I started firing?
Exactly.
I passed.
Okay.
I also passed.
Yep, me too.
And Mitch, you passed too?
Yes, I did.
Awesome. You guys are doing terrific. All right, so that was that one. This one's going to do the same thing and does not make his roll, so you don't have to worry about it. This guy is going to move right here and shoot at Johnny Nitro. And I lost a die. He hits you for 4 points of damage. All right, so on your character sheet, you have armor. Your armor has an armor rating of 4, which means that no matter what I tell you, you're going to knock off the first 4 points like it never even penetrates your armor. So his little pistol shot doesn't even touch you. It's just like hits you and you go, and you move on like it's a bulletproof vest. All right, so we're back to the top. So, Mr. Wells, what would you like to do?
In group number 2, there's just one creature left.
Only one.
I'd like to go ahead and fire at it.
Okay.
And I rolled at advantage, so I get the 4.
Okay, beautiful. Roll damage. Die 6.
Damage is a whopping 2.
Beautiful. All right. So this poor guy falls dead.
And I can also move, right?
You can move now, yeah.
And I can Is diagonal still counted as 1, or does that count as 2?
It's still 5. It's still 5 meters, no matter which diagonal or which direction you go. So
Okay.
you can move a total of 10 in any direction.
So I can do that.
Yes, that works fine. All right, Jonathan, you're up.
All right, I'm going to stow the minigun and pull out my pulse rifle.
Okay, that's one action.
And we've only got one group left, right?
Only one group, and the captain that just shot at Nitro.
And how many are left in that group?
All of them. None of them have been hit yet.
All right, I'm going full auto.
Okay. You don't have to roll to hit because
Yeah.
you're going to hit. You're just spraying a whole lot of damage. Roll 66 and let me know what you get.
I like this one so far. Crap. Now I got to do math. 29.
29.
Yeah.
That minigun really needs to be eliminated really soon. All right.
No. That was my pulse rifle.
Oh, even better.
Should we be tracking rounds?
Yes. So you fired one shot, which is just one shell.
Yep, I got it.
How many shots is my initial minigun shot? I couldn't find that in the book.
Your initial minigun, I'm going to say, is 200, I believe.
Yeah, but the long...
Your initial shot, don't worry, because if you're doing full auto, it's you didn't do full auto though.
I didn't do full auto with the minigun.
You did.
Did a long
shotgun, minigun. So you did a short burst.
I did a long burst.
Long burst. So that would be like 50.
Okay, got it. And then 20 with my...
Yes, and then you have to let your pulse rifle chill down. So you have to take a full turn to cool down before you can load it, but you can't fire it until it cools down.
That's
all right. So you didn't move. You can move.
Sure.
Where do you want to go? You can move 2 squares in any direction except for, like, I guess you could climb into the vehicle if you want.
No, I'll hide behind it though.
Okay.
Bravely hide behind it.
Cover's good. All right. Mitch, what you doing?
I will move here, and I'll set up my turret so I can start dealing damage next turn.
Nice. I like it. That's a good plan. And you can always undeploy your turret whenever you need to, so that's not a problem.
Okay.
All right. So you moved and you set up your turret. Nitro, what are you doing?
I'm gonna move 2 and kind of hide behind this pole.
It's an elevator.
Oh,
Congratulations. I told you my maps suck. You're welcome.
Okay. Well, looking at this pole elevator shaft.
Yep.
So is that flat on the floor, or is that something you can...
No, it's you can hide behind it. It's like a building. Or yeah.
So I'm there, and then I'm going to take another 3-round burst around the pole to the vapor infected captain for some revenge.
Beautiful, because he did shoot at you, so that's fair.
He shoot at me, so he's
Yeah.
yeah.
Same thing as before.
All right, so I got my accuracy roll.
Did you roll a crit success or a regular success
I get to roll 2, right?
If you're doing a burst, you only get 1.
Okay, so I didn't get a crit roll, but I got a 7 and I'm a 10.
Okay.
So
roll 3d6 and let me know what you get.
Okay. I got 9.
A very German number.
9.
9.
9.
Okay. And I have to figure out a better way to manage this, but we're going to go AP 20. Now it is 15. Okay. So looks like his armor took the damage.
Oh, he's got a lot of armor then.
Yeah, he's got the same amount of armor as you guys do. Okay, so you moved and you shot. Life is good.
Yep.
Matt, what are you doing?
I'm waiting for my screen to refresh, evidently, because
Okay.
I only see Adrian.
You keep losing connection to the Astral.
Yeah, we'll just say that I wasn't screwing around with things and had to reload it. So
That's fair. You fit right in. It's all good.
there's lots of buttons to play with. I'm compulsive. What can I say?
I remember.
I will sort of remember where the captain was, and assuming nobody's standing in front of me now, I'd like to put one shot at him with my shotgun.
Okay. You can shoot twice if you want, but the second shot is at a disadvantage with the same weapon.
Oh, what's the point? The other people have already softened the guy up. So.
Okay. So a single roll. So roll 1, die 20, and try to get your accuracy.
Okay. Well, I suck with the shotgun, so I got 16, so I missed.
Okay. So just mark off the ammo. You can fire again if you want, but it's at a worse roll.
So what's the disadvantage?
Disadvantage means you roll 2 dice and you take the worst one.
Okay, I'll try that. All right. So 13.
Okay, so what was your accuracy?
14.
So you hit, actually, if that was your worst roll.
Well, my first roll was a 3, so 13, yes.
13. Worse. Perfect. You hit.
And then, let's see, 2d6, 6 points.
6. Okay, I'm just going to comment on the fact that my kids are singing upstairs. That's okay.
I can't hear it.
That's good. That's why I'm on headphones. So 6, you said. So it takes 13. Okay. So I went to armor. You haven't punched through the armor yet. All right. So you are done. Miss Scientist or Mr. Hicks, what would you like to do?
We need to try.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, I think that we need to try to talk to this guy.
All right, I like it.
I realized he shot, somebody.
A few times, but just a few.
Just like Greedo in that bastardized Star Wars, he shot first.
We need to find out what this vapor is, and
Okay.
we need to find out what his deal is. Is he like a human person who's been infected by this vapor? We need to kind of get some answers.
All right, so I'm going to say this is a presence check. You're trying to compel him to answer your questions.
Okay.
So do I roll?
You roll presence check. So 13.
One die.
Oh. Negative.
All right. He doesn't seem inclined to answer your questions at this time. Please call back later. You have one more action though.
I'm going to try again.
Okay.
A little more forcefully.
You said that we can talk anytime we want.
You can. Snappy Patter takes no time.
Okay. So let's subdue the screaming minis and then try to kill the screaming minis and try to subdue the captain afterwards.
Okay. I only have a pistol, so I'm inclined now to let you guys do the heavier weapons.
So you can aim so that you are ready to shoot at the screaming mimes if they make it around the elevator.
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay. Beautiful. So that will, if you aim and you take an action to aim, you actually get an advantage on the roll the next time you try it.
Okay.
Which is good. So Hicks, what are you doing?
All right. I'm having a hard time telling with the overlap on the map, but it looks like if I move 2 spaces to the left, I will have a clear shot at the screaming Mimi. Am I seeing that right?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, so let's do that. Let's move 2 spaces to the left. I guess I can do that. Is that right?
I did it. You're good.
Okay.
Still me.
And what are you shooting, or how are you shooting with your pulse rifle? Single shot, burst, or full auto?
I am going to do. Remind me again how many of the Mimis are left in this group?
Not many. There's only like one left.
Oh, all right. Let's see here. Then I'm going to do.
No, 2. Sorry, 2.
2. Okay. I'm just gonna do standard shot.
Okay, single shot. So you're at an advantage.
Perfect. All right. Accuracy is 13. Roll to 1.
Crit. So 6 points. Beautiful. Let's go. There's only one left in that little group. You guys are making mincemeat out of these guys. Okay, so you moved and you shot. You're done. So it's their turn. The last screaming Mimi. Whoa, let's see. He is the last one. He makes his morale roll, so he's going to continue going. And he shoots, or he screams towards Hicks and Corvus and Wells. So you guys need to roll morale checks.
Made it. 11 versus the 12.
Okay. Joshua?
That's
sorry.
to what?
My,
Morale. Yeah.
My map's frozen up, and I was trying to figure out how to get it unfrozen. You said a morale check?
Yeah, morale check.
Failed.
Okay.
So just out of curiosity, how badly can you possibly fail this?
If you
I'm
roll
just saying for a friend, just asking.
if you roll a 20, if you roll a 20, that's a crit fail. Did you roll a 20, Matt?
I rolled an 18.
Okay, that's not a crit fail. That just means you want to run away. So each of you who failed and didn't crit fail, you're going to step 1 step back away from the thing that just screamed at you.
So my map's frozen, and I'm not able to do that.
That's fine. I just moved you both.
Okay.
Yeah,
great.
me too. The map's frozen for me too. Fitz.
That's all right. That's okay. We'll do theater of the mind and just keep it going. So all right. All right. So that was its turn. The captain would like to shoot at. Let's see. He has so many targets. Apparently, everybody's getting kicked on and off of Astral occasionally. So, Mr. Wells, you're being shot at, and he missed.
Woo.
All right, so back to the top. It's all you, Josh. You're good.
Okay. So how many of the Screaming Minis are there?
Only one.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and shoot at it.
Okay.
And
It's only 30 meters away, so it's within range.
I'm not seeing my. There we go. 9 hit.
That's it. So roll damage. 1d6.
Yep. I'm trying to roll through Astral, and that doesn't seem to be working.
Yeah.
So
we may have to do a combination of things.
Roll for me, and I will grab my dice.
Go ahead. Just go. You don't have any dice?
Not in my hand. I just have to go grab them. Go ahead and roll for me. It'll just take a sec.
All right. Am I rolling just a single shot or double?
Just a single.
I rolled a 9, so you hit.
No, I mean I rolled a
you hit. Okay.
9 to hit. I hit. I just need someone to roll damage.
3 damage.
3 damage. And is it still up and running?
It is.
I'm gonna go ahead and do a second shot.
Okay. Oh no, it's not. I lied.
Okay.
You took it out.
Cool.
Wow. Yeah, Astral's having some issues this evening. They're still working on load balancing for all of the people that were signing in. So, all right. So that one is done.
And I now have physical dice. Life is good.
Oh, I did damage to the wrong bloody one. Hang on.
Yeah, is there any way for you to refresh the screen on your side, Fitz? 'Cause I still can only see Adrian.
Yeah,
That's all I see is Adrian as well.
Okay.
And the truck and
Yeah,
All
the
right.
physical objects.
Let me try.
I'm good to just keep rolling Theater to the Mind. That's working fine for me.
Yeah, it's working fine for me too. I was just curious.
Okay.
I'm going to stop trying to refresh my screen. So.
Yeah, even Skype is having issues tonight, so
It's weird.
I've just got map. I'll just try and manage the map as best I can from here.
So if I took out the last of the screaming minis, there's no more left.
just the guy.
Just the captain. Yeah.
Just the captain. So I think for my other action, then I'm going to start moving towards the vehicle to try to get closer to the captain, but more towards cover of the vehicle as well.
Okay. So you're gonna move towards the captain.
Well, I apologize. I'm just going off of what I kind of remember. But if I
So
move
you
to
fired once.
Yep.
And you didn't move. So I'm gonna move you
to the left,
backwards. Yeah, and to the left, and
to
that'll
the
keep
left,
you
a
kind of.
couple towards
Yeah.
the vehicle. Yep.
Yep. Got it. All right. Jonathan, what are you doing?
I'm going to use my full turn to move. So how many spaces do I get?
You can move 4.
All right. So I'm going to move this way around the vehicle. I'm doing the same thing he's doing.
Okay.
I'm going to move around the vehicle, around the whatever those things are, bins over there, to try and get behind the captain.
Okay, so you're moving left around the vehicle, so you have a clear
Yeah,
shot between.
mine's still working, so I'm yeah.
Okay, I just moved you to the other side of the vehicle.
Cool, that works.
Okay, so that was your full turn.
Yep.
Life is good. Mitch, what are you doing? You have a mounted pulse rifle that you can
Yep.
you can actually probably use your own accuracy if you want to just aim it and fire it at the captain.
I don't think
Try
I
to
want to
subdue
do
him.
that. I don't think I want to do that just yet.
Okay.
I think
You can hold your action until you wait to see what he does.
yeah. Tell you what, I think I'll leave the turret where it is, and I'll move up towards the truck, so I can see the captain, but I can still duck behind the truck if he tries to shoot at me.
Okay. Having cover is always a good plan.
Mm-hmm.
Nitro, what are you doing? You're hiding behind the elevator.
Yeah, I'm gonna move to the other, basically just kind of a 90-degree turn around the elevator, so that I can get sight lines on the captain. You
Okay.
see up top, for one move.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna aim my pulse rifle for my second action.
Beautiful. I like it. Matt, what do you want to do?
I want to shoot the captain.
Okay. Go ahead and roll.
Come on, baby. Christ. I'm shooting the captain again.
Okay, you're at a disadvantage again.
Well, okay. I missed both times.
Yep.
I just missed shooting my foot off. There we go.
That happens. Yeah, you didn't roll a 20. If anybody rolls a 20, let me know. We'll make it entertaining.
All right.
All right.
I'm going to point out the unfairness of this, because if we were playing Mech Warrior, this 20 die would be killing it.
I know. Do you know why I designed this game the way that I did? Because I only roll ones when I'm playing D&D. So I designed a game that works in my favor. That's what
So
it is.
totally go to the closet and pull out all those low rolling dice that you've
That I've shuffled out.
put away through the years. Yeah.
Exactly. All right. So Bob and Holly, you guys are up. So Holly, do you want to try to talk to him again?
Yes.
You've been aiming at him. You were aiming actually at the screaming memes, which are no longer there. So, all right. So you can talk to the captain. Go roll another presence check and see if you can get through to him. He looks a little distracted. You might almost say possessed.
16.
Failed it.
Okay. You can try a second time, or you can move, or you can shoot, whatever you want to do.
I'm going to try again.
Okay.
7.
There you go.
All right. Let's see if he responds.
This is not.
Oh, amazingly, he goes, I can't resist. And that's all you get.
Well,
imagine it was in a bad Russian accent, and then you have the full version.
so we know that he's under the influence of this vapor. We need to figure out a way to figure out what this vapor is.
Vapor.
Yep.
Perhaps we should disarm him first so he's not a threat.
Yep. We need to figure out how to subdue him for sure.
All right, Hicks, you're up.
He's
All
got
right,
the stun baton.
Yeah, we seem to have lost the map refresh, so I can't remember exactly how far I am away, but I'm going to just try to get as close as possible to him.
Okay, you can actually charge 1, 2, 3, 4. You can get right next to him and then melee him the next attack.
I like it.
Okay. All right, so he's going to claw at you. He doesn't have claws. He's wearing armor, so it's kind of an odd attempt. But he hits you for 3, which doesn't get through your armor.
Right.
So it is back to Joshua.
Okay. Am I remembering correctly that the sonic weapons that we got are supposed to be? It's 1d6, but is it damage?
They don't do much damage. They do like 1 point of damage, but it's mostly disable.
Okay.
Let me
So
double check that. Let's see. Energy shield, sensor mine, sensors. The sonic ray causes 1d6 damage in short range, but it targets save versus presence or knocked prone. So at this range, you're not going to do any damage, but you still might knock him prone.
So that's what I'd like to do. I'd like to do.
Okay, roll the hit. So use your if you have guns, you're at an advantage.
I do. Yes. Okay. I rolled a 3 and an 11. Yep. So I hit.
Okay. Let's see. He saves, so he is still up.
So I can try attacking a second time.
Yep,
And
at a disadvantage for those. So you're only down to 1 roll or
right.
1 die.
So that equals then no advantage, right?
Right.
Okay.
Advantage.
And I rolled a 3 again.
Okay. So let's see if he succeeds that one. Oh, critical fail. Do me a favor and roll a die 6.
Okay. And it's a 2.
Okay, so he is frozen in place for 1 turn. So, Jonathan, you see your medic stun this guy, so he's not moving anymore.
Yep. Can I bum rush him?
You can. Are you trying? He's just frozen in place, so he's still standing, but he's not able to move.
Yeah, I'm
So
gonna
you can knock him down
and knock his gun out of his hand.
Okay, do me a favor and roll an athletics check.
All right. I pass.
Okay. So you basically knock the gun out of his hand and it goes flying. So you're done. So Mitch, what are you up to?
See, so he's been disarmed. We got people on him. I'm going to ask him to explain more about his condition.
Okay, do a presence check.
Very well. Just barely failed.
Okay. So he doesn't seem to be able to answer in his current stunned state.
Okay.
All right. So Nitro, you see that he is currently frozen in place, that Zero has knocked the gun out of his hand, and Hicks is waiting to smack him over the head with authority. I don't know what he named his gun, but I think authority is a good name for a pulse rifle.
You will respect my authority.
Exactly. That's exactly what I had in my head.
So he's been stunned, but nobody's secured him yet.
Correct.
Okay. So I'd like to move to him and hold him with my massive arms.
All right. With your massive arms, do me a favor and roll an athletics check, just one die.
Just one die. All right, I got it straight on.
Beautiful. So critical success. You have him bear hugged.
Yeah.
All right, Matt, what are you doing?
I'd like to pick up the gun he dropped.
That's a long ways away, but you can start heading that direction.
Okay, yeah, so I'll head that direction.
Okay. You moved 4 squares. Life is good. All right. All right. Hicks, you're right there. Are you going to try and smack him? Or do you want to let your scientist talk to him?
Yeah, I mean, he's already in a bear hug or a headlock or something. So I'm going to defer to the scientist here.
Is the vapor still around?
Well, you don't see the vapor. That's the problem. You're not sure what this vapor thing is, but you see a guy standing in front of you who clearly is not in control of his own faculties.
Well, I wonder if I should head that way and use my kit.
Okay, you can move forward. You can move full move towards that direction. All right, so it's his turn. He's going to try and break free of Nitro at a disadvantage and fail. So back to the top. Joshua, what are you doing?
My intent's the same thing. I'd like to move over to him, start heading that way. And if there's any way to use any of the bandages or medical training to try to, figure out what's going on with him.
Okay, you're not quite close enough to use your basic diagnostics, but you can move that direction.
Yep. I'm also going to suggest if anybody has restraints, let's put restraints on them.
I don't think we have restraints.
I don't believe anybody did, but if anybody has a purchase
ties.
roll that they'd like to retroactively add some restraints to their character sheet, I'd be okay with that.
Restraint's never been my strong suit. So.
I've always known that, Matt. It's okay. All right, so
I'll use a purchase roll to get some restraints if I can get a fair amount of them, like some zip ties or something.
Okay,
well, that's a good idea.
Roll a presence check at no advantage.
Presence check at no advantage. Okay. Oh, I roll a 15. I do not make it.
Okay, so you lose your purchase roll and you get nothing in return. I'm really sorry.
Such is life.
Yep.
I'll roll for some restraints as well.
Okay.
Presence check as well.
Yeah, presence at no advantage, so just one die.
All right, I got it.
Okay, do me a favor and roll a die 6.
4.
Okay, so you have 4 zip ties in your possession.
Okay.
But you're the one that's currently got him held, so you can't really release him to get at them.
Okay.
But you have them, so mark off the
Yeah.
Exactly. Mark off the purchase roll. Congratulations.
Yeah.
All right, so Jeremy moved. Or Jonathan. God, my brain is so screwed today.
It's all good.
Joshua. Gosh. All right, so
I'll answer to Jeremy.
I know. Don't do that though. Call me on the carpet for that one. All right, so Dan, it's your turn. You're holding him. Do you want to try to release him and zip tie him? Do you think you're that quick?
Wait, isn't it my turn?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I skipped ahead. You're right.
Yeah, so I'm standing right behind him. I'm going to reach down and pull one of the zip ties out of Dan's pocket or vest.
Yep.
And put him on this dude's hands.
Okay. You don't even have to roll because he's held.
Okay. Then I'm going to kick him in the kidney.
Okay, so you pull it off. You pull it off of Dan. You zip tie him and you kick him in the kidney. Roll an athletics check.
I passed.
Okay. You kicked him in the kidney. You don't get through the armor, but you definitely got your point across.
Yeah.
And he falls down. He like collapses in Dan's arms.
Outstanding.
So Mitch, what are you doing?
I don't really know if there is anything I can do in this situation.
You could move
Reload.
forward, or you could collect your pulse rifle turret, or do both.
Yeah, I'll collect the turret, and if I still have movement left, I'll advance towards the prisoner.
Beautiful. Okay, you're done, Dan. You have a zip-tied prisoner in front of you in a bear hold.
Did you miss me, Fitz, or are we still getting to me?
We haven't gotten to you yet.
All right.
You're after Dan.
I'm gonna carry him over to these containers and sit him down on the containers,
Okay.
and then stand.
Sounds perfect. All right, so he's sitting down over this container. All right, so you're still hanging on to him, or you just set him down?
I'm standing next to him.
Okay.
Hand on his shoulder.
Okay. All right, Matt, you're up.
Right. So how close am I to him?
You can almost get to him. You would have been able to, but he got moved, so you're like a full turn away from him.
All right. Well, his pistol's got to be someplace right around where he was. So I'll pick up his pistol and move him, watch him get kicked in the kidneys.
Okay. So you add an extra pistol. You're good. All right. Hicks and scientist.
How far away am I?
You are. You can move right next to him and do a science check. What kind of science kit do you have? You just have a regular science kit?
I don't know. You said you gave me the works, so it just
The
says
science kit. Yeah.
science.
Yeah. All right. So just do me a favor and roll an education check at an advantage.
Ooh.
This one?
Yes.
What are you kind of scanning for? What are you looking for?
Just some maybe environmental factors, maybe biological, anything, an anomaly.
Abnormalities of any kind?
Yes.
All right. Go ahead and roll at an advantage against your education.
Ooh. You just got dumber.
You roll 2 dice.
You roll again.
You get to roll again.
Roll again?
Yeah, you got it. You roll twice.
Okay.
Whew, you redeemed yourself.
All right, so you're running a scan. You'll get the results on your little PDA here next turn. All right, so he would like to squirm and move around and yell at you. And we're back to Jeremy. And Astral is having some big time problems. I just watched all of you drop off today. That's really funny. All right. Joshua, what are you doing?
My intent's the same. I want to close the different distance and then try to do a medical diagnostic.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a medical at an advantage, so education at advantage.
Okay. 17 and a 5.
That would be a success.
Yes, it is.
Okay, you can clearly see that he is in emotional and physical distress. There is sweat upon his brow. He's definitely got he's working against something, and you don't know what.
Okay. I'd also like to ask, somebody to keep watch so nothing sneaks up on us while we're examining him.
I'll do that.
Okay. Jonathan, you're up.
All right, I'm gonna reload my pulse rifle, and I'm also gonna keep watch.
Okay. Beautiful. Mitch, what are you doing?
See, at this time, can I get close enough to the soldier that I can interact with him?
Yeah, you're within like 10 meters of him, so you can definitely interact with him. What do you want to do?
Okay, so it looks to me like he's in shock or something, something similar to that. So I'll approach him and try to convince him to lay down, or rather help him lay down.
Okay, do another presence check. you're going to step forward because you were just like one step away from him. Let's see, where are you here? You were down here. So, yep. So you step forward and you're trying to convince him to lay down. So roll a presence check at no advantage.
Okay. All right. I very much failed that. Not quite a critical fail, but definitely wasn't the most eloquent at getting my point across.
Okay, so you said some words and he grunted in response, and you're not sure that either of you understood what the other was saying. All right, Dan, what is Nitro doing?
While I've got him secured, I'm going to check his pockets and see if he's got anything else on him.
Oh, okay. He does, in fact, have some stuff on him. He has, he's lost his pistol, which Matt's character Corvus has, but he has 2 extra clips on him.
Nice.
Cool.
So if somebody needs a pistol, I can cough it up.
All right, so you are, so you searched him, you found the pistol. You want to do anything else, or are you just kind of keeping watch?
I'm just keeping watch over him. So
Okay.
he doesn't go anywhere.
Matt, what do you want to do?
I'm gonna reload my shotgun. Interrogating.
You're going to reload your shotgun, and what was the second part?
I'm gonna keep watch.
Okay, beautiful. All right, Miss Scientist, you're standing right next to him, and you look at your PDA, and you get this really weird blood results, like his cortisol levels have spiked, and there's some odd element in his bloodstream.
Are we talking cocaine here, Fitz? I mean, what kind of elements?
I do a lot of cocaine, so I know firsthand. No. Wait, that wasn't, wasn't fit for human consumption. No, you're not sure. It is definitely alien because it's not the DNA structure of whatever cellular, whatever cells are interacting with his bloodstream is definitely not terrestrial in any way that humanity knows of.
But something organic.
Something organic.
Now, this may not be me, but is there anything that I possess that I could do for him to counteract this alien presence?
You
The
might be able.
universal bat serum.
So you and the medic could talk about maybe injecting him with something like an adrenaline to perhaps speed up his system and give him a chance of fighting off whatever it is that he's been infected with.
Okay.
So essentially trying to boost his immune system in some way, maybe, or speed up.
Right. Okay.
I'm gonna.
You have any other thoughts, or are you good?
I'm good. I'll have the medic. We need to get to the bottom of what's going on with this dude.
Okay. Hicks, you're standing right next to him with your gun authority. Do you want to assert your authority, or are you good?
I feel like he should respect my authority. But like, I don't want to beat him down or anything. He's not like struggling or trying to get away anymore, is he?
No, he's just sweating profusely, and you can see that he's not completely there.
All right, then I'm gonna just I'm gonna do like some other people did and just kind of keep an eye on the perimeter, make sure nothing's sneaking up on us.
Okay, I like it.
I have a question for the tech guy. Does he have some sort of like language, translator?
A universal translator.
All of your PDAs have some kind of universal translator, but it's not the best. Like you have to wait for it to translate.
Okay. Just wondering, asking for a friend.
Okay, I like it.
No, I do not have the babblefish.
We do not have the babblefish. wounds himself to the point where he's leaking atmosphere from his suit. He's trying
Wait a minute. I can't shoot him with a shotgun through his armor, but somehow the guy's zip tied shut and he's leaking atmosphere. What is he doing?
Until there is AP0, he's not leaking atmosphere. But he just rolled a critical fail, so he's been trying to work against the restraints, and he's losing. You can see that there's like little blood drops that are starting to form. All right, back to the top. Mr. Medic, what would you like to do?
Okay, so I guess my intent, I can use one of the actions to try to patch his suit.
Yep.
And then my other action, I'd like to, if we get the suit patched, I'd like to get a couple people to try to hold him down. And if everybody thinks it's a good idea, we can try to do the adrenaline. I assume the med kit I have would have something that I could synthesize to use with that.
Totally. You can actually use your med kit to do that. And we'll go off initiative since we have overwhelming force applied to this poor one guy.
I'm just, so do I need to roll anything for doing the patch kit?
No, you just slap it on and you can see that it immediately seems to increase the consistency of his suit.
Okay. And I like I said, I'm a little concerned about throwing the adrenaline in there, what it could do. So is just one person, is anybody holding him down now?
Nobody is holding him down, but you can have, there's like multiple people right there.
Yeah.
You can have, Nitro and Hicks could hold him down.
Before I give him adrenaline, I'd like at least two more people to hold him
I'll
down.
hold him down.
Yeah, I'll hold him. I'm right here.
Okay.
So the two of you hold him down and you inject him with adrenaline and you can see, you don't even have to roll. He's fighting and it takes him like a few seconds to shake it off, and then you see this cloud of green gas appear inside his suit.
Well, that's not good.
And then he gasps and inhales it again and starts fighting back again.
And there's atmosphere in here?
Nobody's checked.
I turned towards the science lady. Is there atmosphere in here?
I can use my kit and check.
Yeah, you can check. Your suit actually gives you a little readout, and you can look at it and go, "Oh yeah, there's actually there's air in here."
Okay. Do I have to roll for that or anything?
No. You can just see the display.
Is there air?
Yes, there's air.
So we need to take his helmet off.
Yes.
Okay. So since there are two big macho men holding him down, it's not much to have somebody else pull off his helmet. Who wants to pull it off?
I'll go for it.
I'll pull it off.
Oh yeah.
All right. So the technicians argue over
the
it.
big strong guys need to be there to shoot. Let the technician pull the helmet off.
Okay. Well, it's not locked, so it comes right off. And he is swearing in Russian.
Can I hold the PDA?
Yeah, you can check the PDA. He's essentially questioning your heritage, insulting your parentage, telling you that you are the mother of your mother was a hamster and your father smelled of elderberry.
Oh, he's a bastard.
Okay.
It's remarkable.
Medic, would you like to try to do the adrenaline check again?
Yes, with the helmet off, I think we should try one more time.
Okay. Within a few seconds, you can see him fight it off, and this cloud of green rises out of him like out of his pores, and goes up to the ceiling and through one of the vents.
Well, that's not good.
And he says, "Thank you."
And dies.
Good luck.
What, buddy?
Did his child just come into the room?
Yeah, it did. So This whole dome is infested with children. I'm really sorry.
It's not a biodome, is it? I don't want to run into Pauly Shore in here.
Damn it! He is the weasel. I'm sure he could weasel his way
See,
into
but
this
I
dome.
grew up with Polly.
He's good. All right, so
Breeders.
he says, "Thank you. We've been fighting these weird gases for, I don't know. It feels like days.
How did it get into your suit?
We took off our helmets when we came into the facility. There was nothing in the air."
Note to self,
You were kid-
your helmet.
Yeah, always wear your helmet.
Can you tell us any more about what's going on?
I only remember glimpses, but there are a lot of workers who were affected by the same vapor. I don't even know how to describe it. But it kind of takes you over and makes you do its bidding. There are a lot of them that are trying to move to the lower levels to dig something. It was almost like I could hear a community of thoughts speaking all at once. It was a cacophony.
I turn to look. Who has the zip ties?
I do, Nitro.
How many do you have?
There's one on the man, and I have 3 more.
3 more.
Yeah. I don't think that's going to be enough.
Ask
I think we're supposed to rescue as many people as we can, right?
Right.
Yep.
him how many, if he knows how many people.
Key term is however many.
Facility.
Oh,
And we need to check the vehicle too to see.
We saw dozens down below.
Dozens,
down low. And there were some androids that somehow were affected as well, but they were affected in a different way.
Really? What are the androids doing?
Acting against their programming, which we've heard of. We've seen it out on the outer rim with androids that have passed through the Bance gates, but we've never seen it here. And they seem to have some strange alien flesh attached to them too that was maybe guiding them in some way.
What about armaments? Was there any kind of armory or weapons locker that these people might have had access to?
No, just tools. There were a lot of chainsaws, maybe some screwdrivers. So a lot of hand-to-hand kind of weapons, but nothing ranged that I saw.
You said something about kind of a communal intelligence or a communal thought. Do you think that they or it know that we're here?
Oh, they definitely know you're here.
Well, I wanted to know before I took a piece.
Yep.
I'm gonna start looking around the room for a way out of here.
The elevator is the only way down, but there are 2 elevators.
Lavender cake?
There are 2 elevators.
Have we
Are they
searched?
both powered?
Yep, they both have power.
Cool.
Ask him if he knows anything about any kind of spatial or dimensional distortions or anomalies.
No, we came in and we were overwhelmed and by the what we call the screaming mimes and a group of workers, and then we were overcome by the vapors, and it's like bits and pieces since then.
Sounds like we're in Gone with the Wind. Oh, the vapors.
We've been overwhelmed by the vapors. I don't know what to do.
So do you guys think we can cut him loose now?
I don't think so.
Take off the zip ties?
Yeah.
Should we run another scan on him to see if there's anything anomalous in his system still?
Sure.
All right, so the medic and the scientist start going over some data after a blood test. And although he is stressed out of his mind and hasn't eaten or drunk much in the last 2 days, he seems to be in control of his own faculties.
Are we still seeing traces of alien organic material in his blood?
So far as you can tell, it's all escaped his body.
Should we ask him if he wants to come with us to help
Save his friends and everybody else?
navigate?
Yes, I believe that I may have at least some of my team may still survive down below.
Any chance you guys have any more restraints in your vehicle?
I don't, but I'm pretty sure they have a 3D printer on the 3rd level.
Boom.
Wait, is this one of the 3D printers that takes 6 days to print out a?
That's a good question. This is 200 years in the future. Thankfully, 3D printers have matured.
So only 3 days then.
It's only, yeah, it's half that, right? Minutes.
Doesn't one of our team have a 3D printer on them?
The vehicle had a 3D printer for ammunition. It was specifically for ammunition.
I'm hoping to use that to print off something a little more powerful for the handgun.
Okay.
Hey,
You definitely had some. It had some patterns in it for. Let's see. It had a depleted uranium round that it could print out in a pistol or rifle form.
Okay. Does that pose any kind of environmental hazards when it's shot to the room and the people around it besides who it hits?
Well, if it pierces a target, there's a good possibility it could go all the way through to the next target.
Turn their insides into cherry jello.
Yes, definitely cherry. Not lime, not not watermelon, which would be gross. I don't even know what else. Grape? Maybe grape.
So yeah, if that's the pattern available, I will go ahead and try to make some of those for the pistol, please.
Okay, you can make some depleted uranium rounds. It takes about 12 seconds to make one round for your pistol.
Okay.
How many do you want to make?
I guess maybe about 50 rounds.
Okay, so that takes 100 slots out of the printer cartridge, so you're down to 900, and it takes about, I don't know, maybe 10 minutes to print all those rounds.
You said it works for rifles too?
Yep.
I'll take a clip of pulse rifle, just 20
Okay.
of depleted uranium pulse rifle.
So that is 3 minutes to print you 20 rounds for your pulse rifle. Are you going to set aside? Are you going to set aside one clip and make sure that it's labeled in a special way so that you're?
Yes.
Okay.
And it's going to be the clip I just used. I'll just use that clip, refill it, and then
Beautiful.
label it.
Okay. It'll print stuff for your minigun too, but it'll take forever to generate a 200.
Yeah, I'm not going to waste all that.
Yeah.
Anything different for the stats for these?
Yeah, it does an extra +2, so it's a die 6 +2 per round.
Okay.
So
Now,
Is there anything that makes?
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just wondering, is there any ammunition that makes me a better shot with a shotgun?
Unfortunately not.
All right, just checking.
But I am going to be nice, and you will get to level up in another level or two.
So is that ammunition only for the pulse rifle, or can we make shotgun shells out of it too?
You can make shotgun shells too. It takes 4 slots to make one shell. So to make a uranium round, it would be 6. So it just takes more like bits of the cartridge to print.
So I'm sorry, say the ratio again. It's one uranium cartridge for how many regular?
It's 10 slots for one uranium shotgun shell.
I'm gonna stick with my regular.
Okay. Actually, that's not true. 6.
Oh.
6. So it would take. So if you were to get 8, it would be 48 slots, and it would take about I don't know, 5 minutes to get you all the rounds.
Okay. I like that.
I will also do a clip for the pulse rifle.
Okay. So I think I said that was 10 rounds or 10 minutes, give or take. So you guys are gonna spend like 30 minutes, and you can have whatever rounds you want. So basically, each round does a die 6 plus 2. So when you do a burst, it does 3d6 plus 6, and when you do, full auto, it does 66 plus 12. So it does a ton of damage. You can also do explosive rounds. Explosive rounds are plus 4 damage per round, but they take even more slots.
But those count against all the slots that we have?
Yeah.
Okay.
You do have two more cartridges for that ammo printer, but you're going to go through the first one. You're about halfway through the first one by the time you guys print all the ammo that you want.
Well, everybody's printing out.
So I just want to print out another reload for the shotgun, so 8 rounds.
Okay, that takes not very long.
Well, everybody's printing out stuff. I'd like to try to establish communication with the person that dropped us off and is hanging outside.
Oh, okay. Do me a favor, and do you have bits and bytes, or
I do not.
Okay, so just 1 die against your accuracy, and you're trying it on your PDA and your helmet at the same time.
Okay. Let's see. And I rolled a 5.
Okay, you're pretty sure that there's something in the door that's blocking all the signals.
Well, that's definitely not good.
I do have bits and bytes.
So I go talk to the tech.
You.
I go talk to the tech person to tell them what I tried to do, and I'm a little concerned because I couldn't, establish communication.
So the 2 techs go look at the door, and there's this mess of wires hooked up to a weird computer bit that is unusual for this door. And you're getting huge, like, electromagnetic interference next to it. If you open the door, you get a clear signal. As soon as you open the door, you all need to be wearing your helmets.
I didn't take
What
mine.
about? Yeah, I didn't take mine off. What about the Russian who?
He was waiting for it to be medically cleared. So
He's
if
cleared.
you medically
Get that helmet on.
Yeah, he put his helmet on. So if you open the door, you immediately get signal.
Did anybody ask the new guy about what his background is or what his skills are?
Not yet.
Can we ask him that question?
Along with his name. What's his name?
Please say it's Ivan Drago.
I am Tima Ilyich. I'm a captain in the DMA. I am a fairly new recruit. I am a really good shot with my pistol, and I can help you tactically.
Didn't seem like you were.
I was fighting against the vapors, sir.
So with the door open, then I'd like to give our driver just kind of a status update of what we know so far and what's happened.
Okay.
Hopefully that can be communicated back.
Yep, she records it and then relays it back to headquarters.
I'd like to attempt to disable the EMP thing that's blocking our communication.
Okay.
Nice.
So that's a bits and bytes check. You have bits and bytes, or do you have gears?
I have both. I was actually able to get both due to my background.
All right. So your bits and bytes gives you an advantage, but the weird alien way that this was arranged, it definitely wasn't human done. Like there's no pattern to it. So that gives you a disadvantage. So you're at 1 die against your accuracy.
All right. Just a normal roll then.
Yep.
Against accuracy, you said?
Yep.
Okay, that passes.
All right. You start pulling wires out. Like, okay, so this is not a ground. This is not a ground. This is not a ground. And eventually you disable it to the point where the wiring harness is pretty empty, and you close the door, and for now you can get signal in and out.
Awesome.
Because we're close to it.
Yep.
Is it 10? Is it 10 minutes up? Can I start moving?
Yeah. Well, you can move the whole time. I don't know what you do. You're just setting the printer and it's going.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay.
Can I move to the top corner and out the brown box looking thing?
Yeah, so there's a bunch of like crates in here. It looks like they had some deliveries. It's mostly raw materials like plastic piping and sheeting material. Looks like a lot of finish work kind of stuff. Like maybe they were going to move this down to the lower levels where they were finishing off the habitation level. So no weapons. There's no tools up here. Nothing really useful. Just a lot of raw materials.
How long did you say the oxygen lasts in our suits?
24 hours.
24 hours. Okay. How easy or hard are they to replace? Can we do that if we find tanks? Can we do that relatively easily?
Yeah. Yep.
And do we have a check on how long we've been?
Oh, you've been in here for less than an hour.
Yep.
So you're good for a while, but you're pretty sure that a lot of like any standard blowtorches or other things have some tanks that can be retrofitted to refill any suit. We like reusability in the Dominion.
So the metal crates and the wooden crates are all the same. Some we find useful.
Yeah, just raw materials. I mean, you might be able to build something, maybe a structure to block one of the elevators from operating, or hold open a door, like, disable one of the elevators. That's about as useful as it'll get.
Yeah.
So after about a half hour, you guys get all the ammunition you wanted. So whatever clips you guys had, we talked about as far as explosives or depleted uranium rounds, you guys have in your arsenal.
Okay, I'm going to start looking at the elevators.
To the group, do we give the Russian back his pistol?
Well, you're holding on to it, so
that's why I'm asking. Are we going to give him back his pistol?
No, he can leave.
I believe Nitro took his ammunition as well.
I have 2 clips of ammunition.
Yeah.
Well, he's supposed to help us guide through this dome.
I would like to help you, but I understand if you don't trust me after firing it.
Say let's hold on to it until maybe we need to give him one.
Okay.
All right. So you guys can pretty much all fit in the elevator, although I think you're going to have to go in groups of 4.
When we look at the elevator, how many levels do we see?
This is level 0. There's a level 1 and a level 2 below you. Nothing below that.
And nothing above?
Nothing above. Well, if you look up, you can see the beginnings of what is sort of a hydroponic garden. So they were starting to hang some stuff along a walkway along the roof so that it would get some of the sunlight and start to grow some natural foods. But they didn't have anything planted, so there's nothing useful up there either. Although an improvised weapon of a spade could work really well. You have knives, though, so knives work better.
So are we ready to head out?
I think so. Is there anything else in the vehicle? Any patch repair kits or anything else that we might find useful?
We did.
I just want to make sure 100% sure we got everything that we need.
You guys went through it a little bit. There was some pistol and ammo. There was a pulse rifle with some ammo. There was a double barrel shotgun that had some strange shells. There were flechettes, so they shoot little bursts of blades at an enemy. And and may help at shredding some armor. There was another minigun. There was the ammo foundry, and there was that weird plasma rifle that somebody grabbed and shot and played with last time.
Those weird cartridges, do those work in the rifle or the shotguns we already have?
Yeah, they'll work in your shotgun.
I'll grab those rounds. However many rounds.
Okay, there's only 4 of them left in the car. So whoever had them before took a bunch of them with them. But it looks like it will knock off 1 level of armor. So if you've got, for example, AR1, it would reduce it to AR0 and do full damage.
Okay. I'll take those 4 shells.
Okay. Beautiful. Congratulations, you have some new shells. Is there anything else anybody would like to do up here? Or are you taking the Russian with you?
I think we should.
I think he'll be okay.
I don't like it, but
As long as
do what
it's
you got to do.
Drago.
I call dibs on shooting him in the head if he double crosses us.
Fair enough.
All right, I'm good.
Captain Tima Ilyich. Okay. I don't know why, but I went with all Russian names for everybody in this adventure. That isn't you. So, yeah. All right. So I will ask, who's going to be in the first set of 4 people that are going down in the elevator?
We're
I'll go.
divvying
I say
this up so we've got some combat people in both both cabs.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't mind.
Yeah,
going
split. Yeah, I'll go with the first group, but both technicians shouldn't be on the same elevator.
I'll go with the
either.
first group.
I can jump in with the first group.
All right. So we got the medic. We have Jonathan. Is that right?
Yep. A-firm.
And we had Matt. And who was the 4th member of the first one? We had Joshua. We had Corvus. And we had Zero. Who else?
Nitro.
Nitro. Okay.
Man, we're
All right.
splitting the party already.
Yeah.
Never
Funny,
ends
Matt.
well.
All right. So you guys go down the elevator. I take it you're only going 1 level.
Yes.
Okay. And you see the door open. And there is a strange beast that is looking at you through the doors. And I want you all to roll an awareness check. So that'd be Joshua, Matt, Jonathan, and Dan.
Pass.
Yep. Pass.
I did not pass.
Okay. I'm going to take it that Matt, did you roll a 20?
I did not, but I did not pass.
Okay, so half the party is looking at the back of the elevator car.
expecting the doors to open in the back.
Exactly. It could be an industrial elevator. You never know.
Y'all went to special school, didn't you?
Yeah. So you open the doors, and the doors don't open on the side with the 2 people looking at it. And the doors open on the one side, and you see, it looks like a greenish character, roughly the size of a gorilla, with a hard set of scales along its back and sides, and it has a ball of flame that it is preparing to throw into the elevator. And that's where we're going to stop it.
Oh, you.
All right.
I'm mean.
So Fitz, I gotta give you credit. Ending it with a endangered species throwing a ball of fire is just really good.
Yeah, I like
Does
it.
one of the guys in the elevator have a shotgun? Just out of curiosity.
Yes.
All right.
Yes,
cool.
I do.
Good.
But I'm staring at the wall.
Is this
Oh,
her own
damn.
waste revenge?
Wall.
Now, let's not point out that I can't see anything.
Yeah.
So which were the two of you that were looking at the wall? It was Matt and
Nitro.
Wall. Beautiful. Just so I have a note for next time.
So are they our two Marines?
Only one of them is a Marine. So Nitro's a Marine. So you have Zero's a Marine, and you're the medic. So yeah, the two of you are seeing this, going, huh?
I'm gonna
That's kind of
preemptively
weird.
call for a medic.
Well, that's not good.
And I will try to come up with a picture to effectively describe what I'm describing to you. So, but all of my maps really suck. So I didn't want to do a second one that was really as bad as this one. So, but yes, congratulations, you've survived level 0 of Fell Duinn. So now you are falling further doom.
Well done.
That was
Awesome.
fun,
Good night.
Fitz.
Yay. So I'm glad that worked. We will hope that they get their act together and we are able to maybe have a little bit better luck with the map next time. I know that they're working on load balancing, so they know
Well,
that that's a problem.
It wasn't that bad, Fitz. I mean, you still the mental piece of it, the mental mapping piece is fine. That's nothing wrong. But when it was working, it was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was.
Even being able to see it initially was nice because then you have
Yeah.
Right.
that
At
picture.
least it gives you an initial sense of it.
Yeah, a little bit more of a tactical view of what's going on.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I've
So-
got no complaints for the first time playing in 25 years. That's pretty good.
Here, here.
Cool.
Nice.
I've never played before, so
That's awesome. Well, good. I'm glad that you guys had fun, and I'm glad that we were all able to get on tonight. That was that's a boon. So we'll go from there. So same
Awesome.
bad time, same bad channel next week, and
Sounds good.
we'll
Let's
continue
do-
to see if anybody dies. I mean, who survived? Wait.
I love you too, brother.
My name's Don.
All right.
All right.
Hey,
Thanks,
thanks
guys.
everyone. It was really nice
All
to
right.
meet all of you.
Yeah, you too.
Yep.
Hey, guys.
All right.
Have a good
Thanks,
week.
guys.
Stay safe.
Have a great week. We'll talk to you next week.
See y'all next week.
Ryan, can you see this?
What am I seeing? Oh, your dice. Yes.
So
Nice.
These are the guys I picked up this
Very
week.
nice. I love Petrie's. They have some good sets over there. So
So